Heal your disease called addiction. Dear beautiful soul, you found this message because it came from Spirit and it was meant to find you. What if your addiction has nothing to do with willpower and everything to do with a brain that has been quietly reprogrammed without your permission? Because the moment you understand that, everything changes. Having an addiction is having a disease. It is a chronic condition, one that physically changes the structure of your brain. It is usually a substance addiction or a behavior addiction. And here's what I need for you to hear. Addiction is not a weakness. Addiction is not a moral failure. Most of us have some sort of addiction or are quietly working our way toward one. Are you really in control of what may be coming? Because this disease involves the brain, and the brain is powerful. The health consequences of various addictions can include cardiovascular problems, liver damage, respiratory issues, infections, depression, anxiety, financial devastation, and so much more. It always starts with an emotion. As with all diseases, addiction starts with emotions. Different acids are created by emotions, and your brain chemistry is always involved. When I was a child, my mother made me sit on my hands. Why? Because my emotions would have me chewing on my fingers, not my nails, the soft tissue bordering my nails. I was the kind of child who would feel sick before a test, even though I usually received an A. 3 of us throughout grade school were quietly in competition for top of the class. We never acknowledged it. I believe it was my subconscious driving the emotions, and the fact that my mother and I never got along that well. All of that expressed through bleeding fingers. That was my addiction. Addiction starts with repetition. Something you enjoy. Something that solves the problem in the moment. Then it becomes a habit, and you still believe you are in control. But your brain function and structure are being changed. Your decision making, your impulse control, the very part of your brain that would tell you to stop, has already been altered. Your common sense on the matter is simply gone. Even when you are suffering consequences, your brain has taken over your senses. Even when you want to stop, you have lost control. Over the past 30 years of learning spiritualism, I have been introduced to many forms of healing that work through the energy flowing through our bodies. In the fall of 2022, I had leukemia, diabetes, osteoporosis, liver and kidney problems, with more arriving later. I knew I had received all of this for my life mission, healing others. I was to write a book and document every natural healing my spiritual family was guiding me towards. I began complaining to my spiritual family, which includes God, that what I knew so far was not going to heal others, or me. They decided I was ready, and they gave me what we now call the Amazing Healing Session. We combined the permission I was being given with procedures I already knew, and created a 2-hour healing of miraculous outcome. After 2 months, my spiritual family told me my cancer was gone, and I could feel it. If your cells can be reprogrammed to release cancer, what do you think they can do with addictions? You are more extraordinary than you even know. Our bodies are cells, water, and programs, with energy frequencies running through all of it. That is it. Don't we sound gorgeous? God gave us extraordinary programs. Think of everything your body does without you telling it. An emotion causes you to reach for something that looks good. You chew it, swallow it, automatically, without a single conscious instruction. That food travels through every system and completes its journey. That was many programs running at once. No pill is going to run a new program. No pill is going to update an old one. Only your spiritual family can do that. Here is how the Amazing Healing Session works. The Amazing Healing Session reprograms all of your cells, releasing old programs, updating what needs updating, while activating stem cells and genesis cells. Afterwards, the program your brain had built around the addiction is simply nowhere to be found. Some changes take a few months. Some create overnight remissions. In the meantime, it is up to you to fight. Find the emotion. Heal the emotion. Know that your brain will be working with you soon. Gradually or cold turkey. Just stop. You have been reprogrammed to not need this addiction. If you keep feeding it, your cells, now running a new program, will not know what to do. I know that may sound unusual, but think of your cells as tiny living workers, intelligent, alive, and waiting for new instructions. They have a boss called the innate. They know exactly what to do. Do not confuse them. Your brain is now on your side. Even after reprogramming, fight this addiction for the rest of your life. The heart, run by emotions, runs the brain. The brain is powerful, but now you have control. Deal with your emotions. I am having to deal with mine right now. I am going through a great deal of difficulty at this moment, and I found myself chewing my thumbs again. I need to face and heal my emotions right now. That is how honest this work is. I am not above it. None of us are. Remember, emotions control our bodies. As lovely and as beautifully programmed as they are, our bodies are being controlled by our emotions. Right now, I am offering a Zoom for the Amazing Healing Session approximately once a month. It's called, well, you can get to it at healingyou.info/shop. I am Gloria Bell, cellular healer and master of divinity, and I share all of this with you from the deepest place of love. Thank you, beautiful soul.